Hello everybody, welcome to Bitcoin Daily. This show is done 9 a.m. every single day from Monday to Friday. Today we will be looking at Bitcoin, and there has also been an event happening in the space with Binance and CZ, so we're going to talk about that. Unfortunately, the late adopter could not make it today, so the shaved adopter, is here today. And I will be holding, his space today. Thank you for coming. I think we can look in a little bit chat. There is a person called Mlan in the chat. Hello. Debutin. Hello. XRP. Good day. Good day. Christo. Good morning to you. Artie. Welcome. Yodukus. Welcome. How you doing? Gordon. Welcome. Fredley. Welcome. Welcome. Everybody. Welcome. Nah, just kidding, guys. It's me, the late adopter. I am here. Bitcoin Daily, 9 a.m. Central P time on the dollar. How you guys doing? Unfortunately, as you can see, I did something very stupid yesterday. And you saw what happened, the price dumped. The world shifted. The universe, the parallel universe shifted. Some X dimension came into the, space. And we dumped down. So we gotta talk a little bit about that, what's happening in Binance, everything else. It's too early for this. We went back, a couple of years. We went back in time, couple of years. So there's that. How's everybody doing? Hope you're doing well. Of course, Bitcoin did dump down big time to the support level. The big question is whether it's gonna hold support level or whether it's gonna break down. We dumped, so you shaved. No. I shaved, so we dumped. It's other way around. Shaved adopter. He stole his voice, looked different. So there's that. Of course, everybody knows that we dumped yesterday. The big news of the day is that, Binance is under SEC, they are under SEC, what's called? Under SEC investigation. They are allegedly, they are accusing Binance of doing shady business. So there is a lot of FUD in the market. Will it dump like FTX? I do not think so. That, that's not my take on what's happening right now. But it is oftentimes very bad news. Now, just so I can remind you before we move forward with this over here, right over here is the Corona dump that came, big FUD just before we went towards the upside over here. Right down here was FTX dump just before I had a big move towards the upside. So it's only natural that I have a big dump just before the next move towards the upside. We also know that we have, the, full moons, super moons coming in 3 weeks time. So, 3 more weeks of this, sideways motion or, dumping before we actually figure somewhere where we can actually, find some kind of bottom and, go from there. Morning, hey Jeff, how you doing? Oh, it's your fault. Yeah, speaking of cutting your losses. So I do regret I shaving because I look like a damn baby right now. So, there is that. I was looking a lot more macho before. Is that you? Andy, how you doing? Yeah. So this is the new way we're gonna do the show. The shaved way, unfortunately. There is that. There are definitely some, optimistic signs on the chart. If you go to the 4-hourly time frame, you'll see that the 4-hourly time frame went all the way down to some kind of, down here on the bottom, it went down to some kind of 18 levels. Right now it's picking up again, but I'm still waiting for some kind of consolidation over here before we actually can conclude that this level is actually holding and being gonna bounce. So I'm not believing in any kind of, right now V-shape recovery over here. And V-shape recovery hasn't even started. Maybe it's already has started a little bit up here towards the upside. We're gonna see that. If you go to the 3-day time frame, you'll see that we are holding the 50 moving average that previously was very significant. Very significant level over here. So right now we are holding the 50 moving average on 3-day time frame, which actually might be very significant, still. So, you can see up here we came to that target on the dollar over here on the channel towards dollar. So everything right now we are bouncing off of that level as well again. So I would assume this is a very significant level to hold. So yes, we are at some kind of bottom, but will this bottom hold or not? We do not know that. It already started looking a little bit grim up here, right after this move towards downside. When we started going towards downside, it was getting kind of rejected over here. We said we can actually get the, the move down, but there was support over here, so, there was good, you know, options actually to bounce over here, but you know, we had this you know, Binance FUD, and right now we are, you know, whole bunch of down towards downside. Now this said, I don't know if you remember guys, but you know, previously we've been talking about the liquidity area over here, and right now you can see that over here we did get into that liquidity area once that time, 2 times, maybe even 3 times over here, 3 times, and right now we are still in that liquidity area where you can pick up a lot of liquidity and actually go towards the upside up here. So you know, whether this area actually is gonna hold or not, we do not know. The only thing we know right now is that we have 3 more weeks. Right now it's the 6th of June. So we have 3 more weeks until the 3rd of 3 more weeks until the 3rd of July, until we actually pump towards upside. The reason it's actually significant is because we're getting the supermoons. But until then, you know, what's gonna happen next? It kind of depends. It kind of depends. But we are right now in this liquidity zone over here, and we are still in the channel. We are still in the channel, so you know, and we are on the bottom of the channel, so it seems like a good place to, you know, consolidate up here before we go towards the upside until, you know, 3rd of July. If we break channel towards the downside, if we break this liquidity area towards the downside, this might actually be bad, but we got the 200 moving average, which has also been, you know, significant previously. So you know, are we gonna go down there and retest the 200 moving average on the daily time frame? That also depends a little bit. Am I on the wrong channel? Is this TLA a representing host for today? Yeah, something like that. So there is some things that are very interesting, and if you go to the daily time frame, you'll see that yesterday's dump, even though Bitcoin went down 5%, it was losing the, you know, it was losing dominance. So we are having right now Bitcoin losing dominance while it's going down. So Bitcoin is falling down more than altcoins, which is actually quite bullish. Bitcoin falling down more than altcoins is actually very bullish, and you can see it technically it's been losing dominance, you know, for the last, you know, since 29th of May, it's been losing dominance. Not only that, if you look at this, you know, chart up here, it's already curved up here. Right now it's breaking this towards downside. So what I'm thinking right now is that Bitcoin is trying to find some kind of bottom where it's going to consolidate, and altcoins also going to consolidate. If you've been following altcoins, you'll see that altcoins are pretty much down, you know, a whole bunch, and you know, it is a good time to actually bounce for altcoins. So consolidation, then pump might actually happen, and altcoins gonna, you know, outperform Bitcoin because they are already outperforming Bitcoin. So even though the dominance is going towards the downside, the altcoins are not dumping as much as Bitcoin is dumping. I mean, there was definitely altcoins that have been dumping a big time. Rugged bear pattern. So there has already been the altcoins that have been, you know, dumping down like 10 to 15%, but you can see down here that dominance overall has been going down. Right now it's pulling up a little bit over here, so altcoins are not actually performing that well, but overall we have been going down. So we might see some Bitcoin over here going towards upside a little bit while consolidate. So if Bitcoin goes into consolidation up here, you might see altcoins, you know, going a little bit more towards the downside over here, while this has some kind of retest up here, and then you know, we get you know, both Bitcoin and altcoins going towards the upside. So that would be kind of the best case scenario. But I think it's very interesting to see that, you know, right now the dominance of a chart over here is actually breaking the pattern towards the downside over here. It's actually breaking towards the downside. It's still in some kind of, you know, bigger trend over here. If you look at the trend, midline up here, something like this, right? You can still say it's some kind of bigger trend up here. Maybe it's gonna do this move over here towards the downside. I don't know how it's gonna play out, but it's still in a bigger, you know, a rising trend up here. And but it's been having these, you know, very big moves up here right now. You know, consolidation right now, it's pulling back, but it is, you know, altcoins are outperforming Bitcoin in a good way, So I think that's actually very bullish for the space at, you know, entirety of the space, because if altcoins were actually that and Bitcoin is that, then you would see, you know, you would see dominance going towards the upside, while at the same time Bitcoin going down and altcoins will be going down a lot faster, right? So Bitcoin will be going down like this, altcoins will be going down a lot faster than Bitcoin, and that would push the dominance towards the upside. So if there was something bad with you know, crypto space, I would say that, you know, everything would be falling down, but everything is not falling down. Not only that, If you've been following Nasdaq up here, Nasdaq is actually been performing very nicely over here. You can see on the daily time frame, it is, you know, yesterday it didn't dump. It was, you know, this dump was totally only, you know, crypto dump. This is Nasdaq. This is the Dow Jones did actually fall down a little bit over here, and the S&P 500 did actually have a small move towards the downside, but we didn't have those big major dumps. And the DXY is right now coming down to some kind of bottom down here at the channel. So is it gonna bounce over here? It kind of depends. But I don't see it as actually that bad. I was actually thinking yesterday to doing, you know, live stream and talking about the dump and stuff like that, but you know, it's 5% dump on the news, dump on the FUD. So what's gonna happen? How did kids and wife respond to TLR without beard? Well, the biggest, because you know, their mom said that there's gonna be a surprise, so it was very sad that there was no gift involved for him. The kids were like, yeah, they were excited. They're not so small that they got scared, so it's cool. They were not bearish, that's for sure. Bearish. But then the short finally paid off. Trading weekly chart is. Yeah, trading weekly chart is good because weekly chart, you know, play out for a long time. No gift. Shakeout time. Yeah, so right now I think we are coming to this shakeout period. We try to get rid of the you know, weekends. And I can definitely see this going lower towards downside. So over here at the upside up here, I was still, you know, continuing, you know, holding bullishness. Over here we had huge euphoria because this was a nice move. This down here wasn't that nice move, and then we dumped towards downside. Now even down here we actually were keeping, you know, bullish sentiment towards the upside, and we're hoping this can actually bounce. But you know, everything on the chart was telling us that, you know, it just might not bounce, right? There was this trend line over here that actually got broken and retested up here. There was another trend line up here that was holding up here for a while, and I was thinking this looks bad because over here it's kind of getting rejected by climbing higher. So it did look like it could dump down, but I didn't believe, you know, think it can actually go down and continue going down, and I still don't believe that. But we are at these lows down here at you can see those down here at these lows again. So will this just do something like this and continue towards the upside? We don't know, but it is a little bit bearish. So I've been looking at RSI and stuff like that, right? If you look at a 4-hourly RSI, it went pretty low down, right? And it hit some kind of support down here and it bounced off of that. And right now it's curving, but you know, 4-hourly is not that significant. Now daily time frame is still not down at, you know, this kind of level down here. Every time we had, you know, this major bottom down here, right? You know, the RSI was at 30 levels. Are we gonna have another move towards downside and move into that 30 level? That could be the case. That would mean that, you know, something like 200 moving average over here and then bounce off of that, or even worse, you know, 50 moving average on the weekly. But oftentimes these 30 levels can signify some kind of bottoms, right? You can see down here, you can see up here, you can see some kind of bottoms over here, you can see some kind of bottoms down there, right? So we are not quite there just yet, but we are very, very close. We are very, very close. Also, we are still not above the zero line up here on the daily time frame, right? But if you go to the weekly time frame, if you look at it like this over here, like the 50 moving average, I said like 22k, this is at 22.2k. 22.2k, this is very important level of support. So if you do go down over here all the way down to the, you know, 22k or something like that, this will pull down a lot. I don't think it's gonna go down to 30 or something like that, but it could go down something like 40 levels over here. And we also got a bearish cross on the MACD over here. We got a bearish cross on the MACD. Now, I'm not really a fan of bearish crosses, and as long as we are above the zero line, I think this is actually very good because it can do just this move up here and continue towards the upside up here. I mean, that doesn't stop us from going towards the upside, but you know, a lot of people look at these bearish crosses, especially on the big time frame. So, you know, it's important to, you know, say a word about that. Monthly time frame is also hitting its important support level. That's the 50 moving average. So as you can see right now, yes, we dumped big time. We had a FUD. But we are hitting these major support levels. Now, my feeling right now is that we are going to consolidate around this area over here, and we need to bounce, because if there is no bounce, there will be more dumps. So I'm looking at 4-hourly time frame. I'm looking at the channel on the weekly and the 4-hour time frame. Where is it? We're actually drawing it like this, but you know, it's more like something like this over here. I'm looking at support over here on the 4-hourly and the daily time frame, right? I'm looking at the support. I'm looking at how price will actually, hold the support. Will there be buyers coming in over here? If there are buyers coming over here and holding in the support level up here, even a move down and then bounce right back up again will be strongly bullish. But eventually we will be needing to go back up there again, right? But for next, I don't know, maybe a week, 2-3 weeks, I don't know. We might be consolidating before next move down, or we might just continue very fast towards downside over here. So we definitely need to see how this actually reacts right now from the support, because the single move down to support is not the worst case scenario. The worst case scenario is a retest, failing to go towards the upside, and then going down. Now this is the worst case scenario, because failing to go towards the upside does mean that something is really wrong, and that might actually be bad. What's all like 20 years ago? $5 please. Mladen, we gotta change the icon. We gotta change the icon. Yes, bro, we getting trolled. Guys, it's no big deal. It's no big deal. It's 2023. It's the new era. We gotta change something. We gotta change something for the bull run. New year, new year, new stuff, So that is that. Yeah, I missed the beard. Yeah, let's turn it around. $5. Thank you for the $5, man. I appreciate it. As priest, long time no see, by the way. How you doing? How you doing? Yeah, I did regret it. As soon as I actually shaved the beard, I was like, damn, I should not have done that. Good wise and all this stuff. Nice, very nice. So I do regret it. Sold bear for the dollar cost average. I've been lurking. Good. Nice to hear that. You're super duper deep voice for this face. Yeah, the beard is fitting. My wife is not liking, the shaved, the shaved stuff. Like before, I never actually had a big beard before, right? I did have once, but last time when I got the beard, it was my Corona beard, because I said, Corona started, I had to take, free from work for a couple of months. I didn't want to shave, so I got the beard, and I kind of liked it, and wife didn't like it. And then I said, when Corona is done, I'm gonna shave the beard. And then, Corona was kind of done, and I was like, nah, I like this. And, wife got very used to it, so everything was fine and dandy. And now your wife is hating the new face. She's not hating, she's like, you look like a baby. You look like a baby. Anyways, guys, I've been listening also to other, YouTubers, Crypto Russ and Firefly and Ivan Tech and stuff like that, about what's happening with Binance and what's gonna happen next. This is only affecting the Binance US, it's not affecting the Binance Europe just yet. And there is also thought right now that there is, SEC will go after Coinbase and stuff like that. But there is one thing I want you to remember. This is very, very important. And when you understand this, you will start, your brain gonna start working a little bit in these kind of ways. The SEC lawsuit is 150 pages long. To write 150 pages long lawsuit, it takes time, a long time to get all the information, to build up this lawsuit, to post it out there. So somebody knew ahead of time that something like this is gonna happen. How did they know? When did they know? I don't know. But always, there is always somebody knows ahead of time what's happening, and it will be shown on the chart. Over here on the 12th of April, we started dumping towards the downside. It was already going towards the downside, and was, getting into this space where we actually got the lawsuit and we actually pushed the price down, right? So they knew a long period back in time. Maybe they even knew down here that, the lawsuit is gonna come. So they pumped the price before the lawsuit, and right now the lawsuit, is actually out, and it actually dumps. Looking smooth, man. Not bad, just unusual to see you that. Yeah, very unusual. Like every time I go next to, mirror, I was like, oh man, who the fuck is that guy? But, we're gonna get used to new face. It's okay. Hopefully it doesn't dump the market anymore, So now the truth is out there, guys. The truth is out there. I look like a baby. So there is that. And I really miss doing this with the beard, But you know, I've been doing a lot of videos. I've been doing a lot of videos shaved before. I don't know if you guys know, but you know, I have been doing a lot of videos, you know, before. Let me find the videos up here. Videos, private. No. Oh no, wait. I think I need to go there. Nah, it's not there. It's probably private. Okay. I don't know where it is. Maybe I deleted the video. I don't think I deleted the video. I don't even know what I called it. Doesn't matter. Maybe it does matter. Sorry about that. I showed it before, but you know. Wow, there's so many videos, man. I think I did like 1,700 videos in space of 4 years. I mean, that's a lot of video, guys. That's a lot of videos. But lately I haven't been doing a lot of videos. So I should definitely, you know, try doing more videos. I have this thing going on. By the way, guys, down in the description there is, I've started a new series on technical analysis introduction in the short format to see how it performs. So I made like 30 videos that I'm gonna be releasing one each day. And I'm gonna probably make more. Hopefully I'm gonna make more. And I cannot do this. I mean, there's so many. There is no way. Oh, I can change the date. There we go. This is easier. I can go from other way around. That is the video. The good stuff. He's gonna use your... Okay, where is it? Where is it? Remember the video, guys. He's gonna use your money to pump his money. Yeah, go out, get out with his money first before he closes your accounts. And this is important because we are right now in a triangle. Doobie is actually the coin that's gonna save the world. We can have sideways movement until December. We can. Can is the word. So everybody's saying we are still in bear market. So everybody wants to buy the dip. Doing the same thing as we always do. We are just waiting. A lot of indicators are basically total bullshit. Nobody else uses Elliott waves. I'm trying to help you because people are very bullish right now. It's like one indicator like everybody has on their computer, but nobody actually uses it. So people are trying to explain why Bitcoin is pumping. Like everybody is like, oh my god, we're going up. Like it was unexpected. Miss your beer, man. You look educated with it. Yeah, I was also thinking that I'm gonna lose a lot of respect in the space. People are gonna be like, what does this guy know about technical analysis? Like when you had a beer, about people are like, yeah, this guy knows. This guy knows. But right now, you know, I think you took somebody. I think you take somebody to do live for you. Tron also good. Yeah, so there are actually coins that are actually performing okay so far, even with this dump. I think Tron is one of those. Yeah, Tron had a dump yesterday like everything else, but it's still going inside this, almost parabolic move towards the upside over here. Look at the daily time frame. There is big divergence up here on the top. On the bigger time frames, there is no divergence just yet, but it might be pulling back in a short while up here before it actually continues going towards the upside right now. So it might be into consolidation before the next move towards the upside. But Tron is actually doing good. And I think, yeah, there was, Luna was also performing well yesterday, right? And then it dumped, but it didn't dump down below the support levels, right? So Luna up here, where is Luna? On the daily time frame. Luna had a nice big pump up here and right back down again, but it didn't cross back below the support level. So it's sitting on that support level. So I think there have definitely been coins that have been, performing well. XRP fell down back inside the channel that we had over here on the weekly, but still keeping above this 200 moving average. So XRP might have been, nice move towards the downside. I was thinking that. Yep. If Moses didn't have a beard, nobody would have listened. Yeah, I think so, the same thing. But yeah, but my take is right now that, you guys know me for a long time. So, I won't lose, 100% of my followers. Maybe only 90, but there will still be, those 10% that I know. So, I will still have some kind of following. Looking sharp, bro. Vanalesva, I do naked face, yeah. Baby face. We're gonna change the, this, baby channel or something like that. Baby technical analysis. New beard for the bull market. Yeah, new beard going out with new beard. Yeah. So I shaved once, I won't shave again, guys. It's done with shaving. I don't know how it's gonna play out. So there is that. Guys, thank you for stopping by. So far it's only FUD. Nothing has happened just yet with Binance. Binance is just way too strong, way too big to fail. And if Binance fail, then we are in deep shit. But as long as Binance doesn't fail, I don't see, crypto dying or anything like that. That said, if there is any kind of exchange in this space, it is Binance that I trust the most. I trust CZ. I trust it more than Coinbase. He's very open about everything. Like, he does everything that needs to be done. The guy is very trustworthy, right? Sagar Kate, where did TLA go? Edward, what's up? New beer for the bull market. Edward, how you doing? Okay, guys, that's it for today. I don't have much to say real right now on the sport. We are hoping the sport is gonna hold. We need to look for a little bit, in the next couple of days how this is gonna play out, or next, day or two, because this is gonna be playing out on the 4-hourly time frame right now. So we need to see whether Bitcoin has, any kind of bullishness left in it or not. Is this, dump, the start of a bigger dump down to the, 200 moving average on the daily or 50 moving average on the weekly? We don't know. But this move towards the upside up here, even if you look at the small time frames, it's not doing anything. There is no V-shaped recovery. It went down here, it came some support. It's climbing like over here nicely, but I do believe that we're gonna hit at least, again, a couple of times, 25 levels down here at the bottom. And if these levels down here at the bottom fail to go towards downside, only then we can say that we are becoming bullish towards the upside. But I think right now we need to consolidate and retest a couple of times this level, try to break it down, because shorters right now want this to continue going lower. So the big question is, will it actually go lower or not? Guys, I'll be here tomorrow, same time, same place. Until then, have a nice day. Have a nice day. Skin chin. Guys. You crack me up. Have a nice day. Bye-bye. Outro. Now, outro. Where is the outro? What kind of outro? This is outro. There you go.